Hello, I'm Jodi Ginsberg, and today I want to talk to you about something that's a really difficult diagnosis to deal with and to get. It's called complex regional pain syndrome. I am certainly not here to try to be the doctor. Those diagnoses come from the doctor. But when you have a traumatic injury to a certain body part, your wrist, your arm, your shoulder, your knee, your foot, in most cases, those are the body parts that CRPS, complex regional pain syndrome, is attributed to. We find it with people who have significant injuries, a crush injury perhaps, or multiple surgeries at a particular site. And they start finding that they don't only have just pain from the actual injury, but that their skin becomes very hypersensitive around that area. That their skin may be turning different colors, be it red, purple, green, blue. That there's swelling. That the skin temperature on the one, say, arm is different than the skin temperature on the other. It's hotter or it's colder to touch, or even if you put a thermometer there. That perhaps the skin, the hair on your skin, if you're a hairy person, you might be losing some hair. If you're not a hairy person, you could see an unusual hair pattern growth. These are some of the symptoms that folks go, what is this? I don't understand. They can't let a bed sheet touch their arm or their knee or their ankle or a sleeve on their shirt or pant leg because it's so hypersensitive. And we see it happening to a lot of our clients who have had these very, very traumatic injuries or multiple surgeries. Some doctors who you see, and most of the time you're going to see initially your orthopedic doctor who's dealing with that orthopedic injury, some of them are adept at saying, wow, something's going on here. I need to get this diagnosed. I need to do some tests, or at least get you to a pain management doctor who really deals with this. Other doctors don't want to hear you and say, there's nothing wrong with you, you're crazy, when it comes to that level of hypersensitivity and discoloration and hair growth change. So it's very, very important to understand this type of diagnosis, because treating it is extremely important as soon as possible so that it doesn't get out of control, because it can spread from one part of the arm, say, up to the other, or one part of the ankle up the leg. I've seen that happen in several of our clients. And then getting it under control can be very difficult. There can be a variety of different treatments, whether it's medication, blocks, infusion injections, and sometimes spinal cord stimulators. These are very complex injuries, and it requires somebody who knows what they're doing, both from a legal standpoint and a medical standpoint, to properly treat it. If you are experiencing any of these types of symptoms, and usually you're going to want to have, not that you want to have them, but the doctor's going to need to see that there's 4 or 5 of those things going on, to make the diagnosis. But if you want to talk about that, if you've experienced these types of problems and you're really getting nowhere with treatment, and it's a very, very painful situation, please give me a call. I'm happy to speak with you. We can try to get you to doctors who can properly diagnose you and go from there on a treatment plan. You can reach me at 770-351-0801. Thank you. Hi, this is Jodi, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to know more about all rights and benefits available to you under the Georgia Workers' Injury Laws, I'd like to invite you to download my Georgia Workers' Compensation Survival Kit that I created for folks just like you. Some of the topics I cover include: can I get fired for filing a work injury claim? 8 critical mistakes to avoid. Is it true that the insurance company will hire a private investigator to follow me around and videotape my activities? What happens when the insurance company is late with my weekly wage payments? 7 specific tactics I recommend to maximize your case settlement value. If you or a loved one needs to maximize your recovery from your Georgia Workers' Compensation claim, you'll find this Survival Kit important reading. Download your Survival Kit right now and at no cost. Just visit my website and sign up. It's that easy. Please act now, and as always, I wish you the best.